Not sure about last second as a team. What do you know about them?
Unfortunately, I have to agree with you here. Not much to be known about last second. It's going to be interesting to see how they play. I've seen Jushu play a couple of times. He's a pretty decent player, but for me, Abs, Crazy, and Asvi are complete unknowns. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game's go. Normally, everyone knows, I normally like to put a prediction out. This game, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I think Danquo, they looked pretty good towards the end of that series, but last second, so many question marks to me. They could pull off anything, really.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty much in the exact same boat as you. I've seen Jushu around a little bit, but not sure on this team. I did say it was going to be an interesting night. We've got a lot of unknowns here now, and you know what? No matter what happens, we're still going to have a final with one unknown. So yeah, no matter who wins this one, I'm actually pretty excited for the result.
Yeah, indeed. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here in this losers semi-final as we get underway, or this losers final, actually. No semis to speak of this time around, as Hasim looks to try and get the early goal. Can't really do too much, however. Bang is going to try and push forward, but can't do too much. Shushu will cop a demo for his troubles, however. And Raf Dying is just trying his best to look for an opportunity early on, so both teams just looking to try and see where they can push out here. It is going to be last second trying to at the moment, but the ball gets cleared out by Raftwang and it's just going to hover around the halfway line for now.
Yeah, you know, Jushu is one of those young up-and-comers in the Asian scene, and I'm already seeing some of the stuff out of him that I was kind of expecting. He's really got mechanics down, and he's willing to go for those solo plays and 1v1v1 until he gets those goals. So seeing the pressure come off just that one play, even right off the bat here, I do think that gives last second a good chance here, and Jushu may actually have this game a little bit on his shoulders, at least at the beginning of this, while his teammates warm up. But I do know the names of Abs Crazy and Asphyx, and then looking like they're going to play their part in this series at the very least. Abs, a little bit of a wave dash there to try and get under that ball before the defender can get there, and can't quite make it, and it will go back to Jushu.
Yep, ball goes back to Jushu here as Rattwang will cop a bit of a demo there. Yabang losing control of his car. This could be the opportunity for last second here, but there's no one in the corridor to work with. There's bumps aplenty, but no shots to speak of. As Abs Crazy picks it up once again. Hatsium able to take the ball away here, and Jushu's just going to leave it to his teammate in Asix here to try and find something, but Rattwang seals the ball away. He's got to try and push forward. Hatsium forces the issue, yet Bang as well comes in flying. Going to find the backboard once again. No teammates to work with in the front lines. Rotations coming back out. Hassium finishes the ball away actually quite surprisingly, and yeah, the ball's just continues to go back and forth here. Neither team getting that true opportunity just yet here. Maybe this is coming out for Hassium. No, Abs Crazy quickly pops up to take the ball away. Rathwang trying to force the issue, finds a nice play off the corner, but ball gets pitched off the wall, back out of harm's way for a brief moment. This game still stuck at 0-0 at the halfway mark here. Gex with Jushu. Not a bad play, but won't resolve much.
Asphyx now under this ball. Take that high. Waits to jump, gets to the backboard, but Raftawang can put it away out to that left-hand side. Yabang, great clear downfield. Asphyx is in good position to grab that though. Takes back ball possession for a moment. The attack can't continue though as Raftawang shuts that down fast. Jushu now, great little touch there as this goes high. Yabang is on it, almost gets the dunk on Abs Crazy, and he can't quite make it happen. First goal still not found with 2 minutes left, but that will do it as Raftawang gets a really nice little air dribble off that ground spike there. Great jump, fantastically carried.
Yeah, perfectly carried there off the ground. Keeps it on the roof until he needs to dispatch with it. And when he does, it's straight into the net there. Rattwang, nice positioning there to get the opening goal. Can last seconds get the response, however. We'll find out over the next 100 seconds or so. As we do see Jushu just waiting for the chance to push out, but Hashim It's going to fly in and force a Hugh Ashwang. Once again, will get an opportunity to set up the play. Leads to Ashwang, who shoots and Yabang scores.
A great shot. Another really good passing play. We saw the potential for this in our first series, and against a team that's not quite as dominating as Oryx, we're able to see what Danquo can do, and they've actually got some really, really nice synergy between the players on this team. They work well as a composition. They just need a little bit more time together in the professional scene to really get this down pat and keep their skills at a competition level.
Yeah, just seeing that time to sync up here, but well, hopefully they are given the time to, as Yabang's given the time to send that in from downtown. As we look towards the replay, no one gets close to touching him there, just sends it all in, gets it in just off the half volley, and yeah, this first game in the bag, you would have to say, for Yabang and his friends in Danquo, as they have a near unsurmountable 3-goal lead.
Yeah, 3-0 is going to force Last Second to take this to the very last second if they want to make it work. But it's going to be a really tough ask. A minute for 3 goals. Not many teams could do it, and it's a big ask in a game that, you know what, Danquo was already warmed up very, very well from the last one. Raftawang showing that now as he comes down. That 50 goes fairly well. Now Yabang up, gets that good touch. 50 goes well for Abs Crazy this time, but Raftawang's up fast. Will come off backboard, and Jushu can get a nice touch away as Yabang goes up. Takes it to that corner and gets under it nicely, but Asphyx will take that away. Gets it down, can't quite find the 50. Raftawang now under it again. Can't get the upward pressure to get that back to the backboard as Raftawang actually looks to the spike down off the backboard. Can't quite find it, and with 5 seconds left on the clock, it is going to be over for Last Second. It's a valiant effort for the first match, but they will have to try and find their first victory in the second.
They have to do it in that second game indeed, as Danquo, well, they showed what highlights they had in our last series, and they multiplied that up a fair bit more. As you said, they were just given time, and no, given that time indeed. Danquo, the victors in the first game, and well, they did it quite nicely and convincingly as well. 3-0 over their opponents, and well, they didn't do that badly, but they was just caught out a few too many times.
Yeah, I mean, Last Seconds, I did expect some decent stuff from this, especially with Jushu on the team, but it's just a lot of pressure at a very, very warm team. And when you go down to these teams that, you know, maybe have a few more question marks in their heads, they do take that time to warm up. So being on stream already for Danquo has a huge advantage there, and Last Second might be able to do better this round. You never know. It's a very, very tough mental game at this level, and Last Second, I'm hoping to see more out of them this one.
We all will be indeed, as the second game gets underway here. Yabang with the early touch, but won't result in much, as Asphy trying his best to push the ball close to the net, but the defense has come through. Yabang nice control to bring it to the other side of the field. Will he be able to send it in? No, he can't. Asphy gets back in time to save it. Hassium now forcing the issue. Can't get it to Raftawang in time or unimpeded as Yabang goes up. Tries the flipper, he said, actually misses the ball. Oh no! Oh my god, Yabang! He whiffs. He doesn't whiff it, he leaves it. He smashes it on the ground on the half volley, and that's just a sublime goal, Gax.
Yeah, really, really nicely set up off that ceiling, and Danquo get that first goal once again this match. Hopefully not going to be as one-sided as the last one, but if they keep playing like that, it deserves to be quite honest. It's a fantastic way to take that one out as the first goal, but Abs Crazy can fire one back. Ball slips away off the nasty pinch here, and Hassium and Raftawang just way out of position for that one.
Yeah, Raftawang can't really do too much when you're that far out, so that will be the first goal in the series over to Last Second, and they tie things up at 1-1, but will their opponents quickly respond. Yabang goes very close in doing so, but as Crazy able to get the save off this time around. Yabang can't get to the ball as well as Jushu forces the issue here. Wins that 50-50 quite nicely and has it in the corridor. Aztec just has to say thank you very much. Slams it in. For the first time tonight, guess who's in the lead? It'll be last second.
Yeah, much faster play from Asphyx this time around. Will take out that second goal in last seconds, up for the first time this series with a second goal as well. Sometimes it can be a little bit easier to do that with the first goal in a game, but they've had to fight back and take 2 in a row now. Have done it and coming out on top for a moment, almost going the other way once again there, and it will as Hassium comes in, slams that one home.
125 Ks, a nice little slam there as he gets it off the roof. I believe Aztec just trying to get there in time, but he's just a half second off, more than enough time for Hassium there to send it in, and we're tied back up at 2 apiece. But Jushu, he doesn't want to consider that. He wants to put himself back in the lead along with his team. Well placed off the kickoff, and that's yet another quick goal to the side of last second.
We can talk about Jushu who won. I mean, unbelievable work from him. Crazy shot, great redirect. But you know what? Jushu, I expect it from. Asphyx nailed that pass. Absolutely laser targeted his teammate. Sent it at his bonnet and absolutely enabled that goal as a possibility. Jushu almost able to actually dunk Yabang there as a great dunk comes down. Actually, the spike from Hassium almost brings that back to an even game once again. This is turning into quite the series if it keeps going like this.
Hassium.
There's the goal. There's the evener. Hassium will do it.
Hassium gets it double up here. Rathwang doing some good work just to get the ball into the corridor here. Jushu, well, he bombs Hassium, but it's just a tad too late for that one. We're tied back up at 3-3 here. And yet the floodgates have opened here, Gex. We're seeing goals left, right, and center. Temos as well occasionally as Hassium does go boom. Rathwang going to try and force the issue here. He's going to get a touch. Is he going to get the goal? No, he won't. Actually, just pops it up in time. But here comes Hassium. Sets off the backboard. And oh no, you bang. He goes so close, but the post denies him. Follow-up attempt will not be met there as That's Crazy clears it out. Hassium has to go back. Jushu won't get the clean opportunity as well. That ball still in the danger zone until Rathwang eventually clears it out here. A bit of playtime now on the field here. No goals to speak of over the past 30 seconds, but both teams going awfully close at both ends.
Now, Rathwang can't quite find the pass into Yabang that he was expecting to. Yabang now chasing that out. Rathwang gets a little bit of a block, but the danger is there. Yabang's going to have to go up again as it comes down. Great shot will come off post. Still an opportunity as Yabang follows that out well. Gets another touch, clears it downfield to the backboard. Asphyx will get that out to the corner for safety. Hassium gets in behind that on the boost. Rathwang will clear it, and Yabang following it downfield nicely. Looking for the backboard. He will get the pass out, but he won't get the shot.
50-50 here for Rathwang. He gets a second touch, it's just not good enough. Ball goes to the other side of the field here as the scores remain at 3-3 as we slowly creep towards the final 100 seconds. Rathwang just can't get the angle on it for the redirect, so the ball just hovers straight in line onto the backboard. And now the ball's just continually, slowly moving up here towards the center, towards midfield. But Yabang, how does he not got that? That was a free net that Jushu quickly rotates back in time, somehow gets a save. I think Yabang probably just got a little bit cocky there as that could have been an easy fourth goal. Hassium, can he do it? No, he can't. Jushu, once again, doing work in defense.
Yeah, and actually the defense, speaking of them, there was a bump on that ceiling there. Man on the backboard waiting for the defensive touch. Got smacked out of position. He still got to that ball and made it very, very hard for that shot to go in. If he had not been able to get to that, I think it was a guaranteed goal. Yabang missing a very crucial moment. It's been quite some time since our 6th goal of the game, even this one up, and it's not looking like it's changing any soon. I mean, there's so much pressure, but the defense is just holding.
They're holding, and there's just been a few too many mistakes here from the side of Da Nang. So, yeah, this is just this is just turning into a bit of a shot fest for Danquo, but eventually they're forced to go back on defensive. Jushu trying to set something up in the corner, but will get bumped away from the play. Hasim clears out your bang, able to follow up as well. Once again, gets another pinch off the ground, but won't resolve much this time around as Crazy sends it into the corridor. Asik's nice little redirects, but can't do too much of that touch here. Overtime sign to Beck and Rastaway has to try and get the break. Won't be able to hear ball flies into the corner once again. One last chance for either team, but the ball will just ride on the roof, right on the walls. Asics will have one chance, can't get to it, and we're into OT for the first time on broadcast tonight.
Yeah, with that last 10 seconds breaking into finally some pressure, almost a shot from Jushu right off the bat, can't quite find it yet. That final 10 seconds, finally breaking out of defense. I just had the thought, last seconds, shot percentage must be huge. I checked the scoreboard and for sure, only 5 shots out of last seconds, where you were looking at 12 for Danquo. Massive difference there.
Wrapped away. He gets so close, but he can only find the bum. That could have been it for Danquo, but this game continues on. Hassan forced to clear out. Jushu, nice little touch. Can he get the second touch? No, he can't. Ball gets cleared away quickly as can be, as Crazy though. Forces it into the corner. Rastlane goes high to the sky just to try and give himself some breathing room. We'll be able to as well. Muscle redirect goes into the corridor, but no one there to follow up. Your bang has to rotate back. We'll get a save as well here. Yasu once again go for the clear out as Shushu sends it into the corner once again. Asi can't really do much from that angle. Jushu getting a lot of touches here in overtime, especially over the past few moments. Sends it on Crazy. Asi, can he get it? No, he sends it back into the corner. No redirect available for him here. As Danquo eventually gets to clear out, Jushu has to try and save. Will he be able to? Yes, he can.
So many shot opportunities for last second there. Eventually did open that goal up for a free goal, and they just were the tiniest bit out of position for the first time right as that goal opened up. Really crushing for last second, but it's not over yet. Minute 40 of overtime now as Hasim gets a great pinch back in. Nobody to take that shot though, as Jushu does well on that. Gets past Raftawang, who gets bumped into the boost. Jushu will be low now as Yabang gets high on that ceiling. Oh my goodness, Aspix, I'm not even sure this was an intentional touch, but ends up in the way of the ball and redirects it into goal. Oh, that Aspix, it's Crazy's pass, I guess, pass.
It works. That will be last seconds picking up their victory there. Ties this area up to 1-1. I'm not gonna lie though, I thought as soon as we saw that touch, I thought that was gonna be saved, so... But luckily for last second, that's not the case. He's just a bit of a goal stealer, so it seems, and that will be us going into game 3 here tied up at 1 apiece, Gex.
I really hope somebody clips that one and puts it up on the APL Twitter, because that's going to be one of the funniest closing goals for a game I've seen out of APL. That is one of the most fantastic things I've seen in a while. Yeah, last second really needed that final touch to bring that home, and getting that goal, taking this to game 3 now as an even game. That's a huge thing for them when they've been struggling to keep aggressive possession of this. I mentioned the shot percentage, earlier, simply because even though the ball seems to be in their half the vast majority of the time, every time it comes out, once again, on their half, and Yabang taking an amazing shot, every time it leaves their half, they are so dangerous.
They are very dangerous indeed, but for now that ball doesn't seem like it's going to be going into the net, does it? As he eventually gets to clear out here, Yabang able to find the redirect to try and get it close, but can only find a demo there onto Jushu. Can he follow it up? He needs to leave it to his teammate, but Rastaway just doesn't have the pace to get to it. Yabang has to now pick it up from his own backboard. That attack has just been scuppered, and that quick steal as well from Aspie. Guess who's back on defense? It is going to be the side of oh god, excuse me, of Danquo.
Take a drink, man. Take a drink.
Yeah, you know, that was
just a reminder to everybody in chat, this man did Middle East earlier today and has not slept. It's been, how long did you say, 18-hour day? Something like that?
Something like that, something close.
Yeah. There's the shot though, actually going in, as Jushu will get the credit for this one. I think actually, yeah, really nicely well touched by Jushu. We'll get that off of a great demo there as well.
Nice little demo to secure it, and that will be last seconds, picking up the opening goal of this third game, the halfway point in this lower bracket final. But Hasim wants to try and force the issue here. Gets a nice little touch off his teammate Raftwang. He gets a redirect, but it's just not good enough. But that's an easy goal there via Bang. Quickly rotates back into the corridor, seals it up, and we're tied back up.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's a shame Raftwang didn't get that, but what a setup. An open goal there. They did not expect that to come out. His positioning was perfect to intercept that, and the clear was just not available. It's a really good goal by Danquo.
Here's a D. Ball just stays around the center circle for a few too many seconds than most people were expecting. Eventually cleared out. Raftwang now trying to find backward. Actually finds it Bang. He sets it up for Hasim, but as crazy able to get to the time and deflect it into the corner. Jushu now going to force the issue on the counter attack. Nearly gets the redirect here actually, but Hasim stops him immediately. Just like that, ball heading straight back onto the other side of the field. Your Bang goes up, gets a nice little touch. Jushu needs to clear, will just be able to as well. Raftwang can't do too much with the positioning, so he's just going to go and look for some boost. Your Bang goes up, doesn't get a 50-50 opportunity to work with Jushu as well. Doing his best, but his best won't be good enough for now. Raftwang sets it up in the corridor. Your Bang finishes it up again, and that will be Danquo back into the lead.
Yeah, Raftwang, really, really good work. Just speed, beating the opponent to the ball. There's no clear, and going to that backboard sets it up nicely for your Bang. Cleans it up. He's just the garbage man right now, and doing really, really well on that roll. I mean, it did take a demo the first time, took a really great pass the second, but your Bang is always there. Now, there again on defense this time. A really good touch will clear that out, but great jump from Asphyx, actually gets him a shot, but no goal.
A shot, but not much from that one here, as Hasim will get a demo, so a nice bit of opportunity for, well, Raftwang actually, he gets a double demo, turns it into a quick 3v1, but Danquo can't rotate up in time to take full advantage of it. They will start an attacking play, however, but as Crazy will quickly put pains to that. Ball has been reset, and Jushu has been able to just sneak upfield here. Sets up for Az, who leads it for Jushu. Nice fake out, will lead to a goal. And we're tied back up at 2 each.
Yeah, looking very much like game 2. The scoreline evening really, really well now. Some really, really good plays out of last second, actually. Both teams using their brain a bit more this time, I think, able to push themselves out of their comfort zone maybe and get the aggression on. I have seen Jushu in particular trying to push back every time they're on defense. It's not going to work this time though, as you bangs it again, and that is a third goal. But with the way the series is going, I'm expecting the 6th goal to come out and even this in about 20 seconds.
Would not be surprising at all here, as Bang once again gets the opportunity to finish off. He does so, and he picks up a nice little hat trick to brag about in the post-game lobby, as Raftwang looks to try and send this game away. He has the opportunity, but Bang just not in position there, a bit too far out in the corridor to really convert, as Jushu and Abs Crazy now look for that equalizer. Hasn't come within the 20 seconds, so we'll be waiting for a while here. But Raftwang, nice little touch. Just if he only found a bit more meat on it, probably would have been enough to get the goal and ice away the game. But it doesn't so here, and Absy's giving the opportunity now for a long-range shot. The second touch comes through. Beautiful positioning there. Tie things up at 3-all, and there's 6.
I mean, I think it was a little over 20 seconds, but come on, that's pretty good.
30 seconds, yeah.
6 goals, even game, same point as last series. Man, this is looking similar. If last seconds can pick this up, puts them in a really, really good position.
They will. 2 comebacks just puts any team in a very high flying sort of situation here. Forces your opponents to double guess themselves, especially in that second half of the game where, well, they nearly had it, but they just kept the door a bit too open and they allowed the opposition to come back multiple times. So, guess it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next 35 seconds as you bang, redirects it back into the attacking third. Jushu picks up, however. Will he keep control of it? No, he won't. Hassi will get an opportunity, but that will be own goal in there by Hassi. Hassi gets credited the goal just like that. Danquo, 1 up, 25 remaining.
Not great as Abs is coming through as well. Looked like he had that targeted down as well. Just an unfortunate touch, and that's going to put last second in a difficult position for this game. I want to talk about the shot on that second last goal, though. I think it was Jushu took that, and I mean, I know it wasn't the most difficult of backboard shots, but unbelievably clean. That's some really good Rocket League there, and you bang now back to try and defend this out. They only have to hold this out for 5 seconds. What a shot from Jushu! That absolutely nailed the top right-hand corner, and will put that where the defense just cannot touch it.
Jushu, I think he likes overtimes here. He ties it up with 4 seconds remaining. 4 goals each for either side. This kickoff is going to be very crucial here. Gex as we get on the way. Ball goes straight up in the center of your bank, gets a touch. But I think overtime will be destiny. Jushu will confirm it. We're back to the center once again. Overtime commences. Who's going to win it this time around will be Jushu, but Hassi can only find a demo left way. Stalls the time quite nicely. Jushu, he picks it up again, however, Hassi can't get to it as crazy. Just not in the perfect position to go for the play. But Rathway, he's on a break. He's going to shoot. He's going to send it a bit too narrow there. As the follow-up comes through, finds the corner, yet Bang just trying his best. The center won't be able to. As 30 seconds already gone here. Rathway shoots, but sends it too high. Has the follow-up. He's too high as well. Birdman in your bang. It's surely him. He gets it in. Starts it, finishes as well. Danquo now on match point.
Danquo winning the way that they've played the whole game, just unbelievable pressure on last second. It takes them more shots, but when they can just put pressure and mount it over and over again, they eventually take that and take the goal they did, take the game they did, and they are now a match point for this series. And you know what, that's going to be crushing for last second, and particularly Jushu, because if they'd won that, you would have been praising Jushu for a while, I think, because you know, I've been watching this guy for a while. I'd call him like the next LCT, maybe the next what would you say? Yeah, there's a couple of players I'd compare him to, but he's definitely up and coming, and he's got some really, really good stuff behind him, and now some clips to show it too.
Yeah, some quality clips there on Twitter more than likely as we go to near Tokyo for the 4th game here. Danquo showing that they have the prowess to take on last seconds, but they haven't been particularly clean as well. There's still some few mistakes here and there. Obviously not as much as their opponents, but there are a few needs they need to scrub up before, well, if they do win this game, or even the 5th, they do lose here, well, they need to scrub a few things up before they take on their defeaters earlier on in Oryx as this 4th game gets on the way. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there for either team, really.
I got an immediate message. The next squirrel. I'll let you guess who sent me that. Here it comes up the wall by Hassium. Sent downfield to Rathdoang. Absolutely beaten to it by Jushu, though. The speed out of this man is crazy. Rathdoang won't be able to get under that for the ball control yet as Abs Crazy grabs it. Jushu now under that, should be able to do something with this. Great little touch, just accelerates that ball. The exact right moment, gets it past the last defender, and Jushu puts the first one away.
Yep, first on to Jushu here, does it all by himself according to Rocket League mechanics, but I mean, that was a pretty good attempt to bring it in on such a tight line. Just sneak it past the 2 defenders there. Does so with some sort of class as well. And that will be his team 1-0 up here for the last second, but going to make it 2-0. It's looking good for him, but as Crazy with the seal, can't get the follow-up, however. Ball gets pinched away there by Rathaway. The ball now just hovering in the corner as your bank picks it up eventually. Sends it out for a reset. Follow-up comes from Hassium. He's going to shoot. He's nearly going to score, but has to be able to get back in time. Raftwang just can't keep it locked in for the moment, but Yabang wins 50-50. Ball drops in quite nicely, but he just can't beat out Jushu, who has been flying over the past 10 minutes or so. Ball back in attack here for last second, but the clear out quickly comes through from Raftwang. Aspie has to go up again for the save, as last second continue to hold on to their 1-goal lead.
That was crazy. Gets a nice touch. Yabang gets the control really nicely. Actually picks that up. Now he's going to send that down the floor. Try to get the pass out to Raptor. It's a tough one to pick up though, as Abs Crazy gets good touch on the wall. Hassium can get to that. Waterfalls it down. Actually almost passed back to him by Raptor, as he's still in position to possibly take a pass there, but gotten to first by that defender on last second. Last second actually holding out here for 2 minutes with a goal. Now this is some of the longest period of time in the last 2 games we've seen without a goal.
As indeed, we have been expecting goal fests from the past few games. We've got them, but now seems like a bit of normality has returned, hasn't it, Gex? As Assi is going to go for the shot, but that's going to be going very high and very wide indeed. Shouldn't allow Hassan to clear it off from the back of it, as the ball actually gets locked in for the moment. Both teams just trying to get the opportunity here, but not really showing up, is it? Both teams just centering it, but no final touches. Getting it in the attacking third until, that is a touch and a half. Passive just shuts me up immediately, and well, just that soft touch is more than enough to pull the defenders out of the net, but tied back up at 1-1.
What makes you go for that? I mean, Hassium, oh my goodness. He just saw ball and jumped. Absolutely nails the angle. That really takes some skill to pull that off.
It does indeed, as Raftway, he's on a bit of a break. He only has 150-50 to deal with, but as Crazy able to take it out here. Yabagno sends it straight into the back wall. Jushi has to go up, try and clear out, won't be able to. Sets it up for Hassan and shoots, sends it into the top side of the net. And just like that, the match flips on its head. Danquo in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, that is a very sudden turn. The whole game last second just holding out on that 1 goal. Now they're down by 1. They need to push on the offensive again. Like, you cannot rest on a 1-goal lead, especially at this level of play. Now Raftawang looking for another one, can't quite drop it down, but he does get the pass to Yabang, and Yabang will put that away. He'll be very happy with that. With a minute 56, this is starting to look a little tougher for last second to come back into, but there's enough time at this point.
Yeah, 2 goals up now for Danquo. We know how quickly they can flood in, however, so they do have to be awfully careful of that, as kickoff nearly works out there for the side of last second, but they just didn't have the numbers to work with here. Raftang nearly goes close. Ebang as well follows up nicely, and Hassium just sends it into the corner. Now a counter-attack opportunity arises here, but that crucial demo from Hassium and Yabang just stops it dead in its tracks. Could just be the straw that broke the camel's back here for last second, as 90 seconds remain on the clock now. They need to find 2 goals sooner rather than later, but the defense is starting to form here for Danquo, and it's starting to hold out nicely.
Yeah, and there was an almost open goal opportunity there, but 2 players committed on the ball, sent it to the corner, and by the time anybody was there to take it as a pass, oh my goodness, that'll do it.
That's it.
Just a lovely touch by Jushu, identifies an opportunity and shoots it over the head of the only man, the 3rd man back in their own quarter. Rolls away downfield, and the 78k/h goal will go to Jushu and put them 1 away from evening this game up.
Yep, as I said, 2-goal leads look strong enough, but in this game where we see goals come in quite literally seconds of each other, you can't rest on your laurels just yet. Yabang goes up, tries to center it out to Raftang, but he can't do too much with it. Yabang gets another touch here, but they'll be heading in to the corner post. Asic will get a save as all credit to his name. Raftang now goes up. He's going to try for, I believe, a waterfall attempt here. Can't really do too much with it, however. As we enter the final 35 seconds here, Jushu can't keep control of the ball for now. It's looking nice for Yabang to get the 1-2. How do you do? Finds the center, but not much else. Hashim has to go back. Puts it into his own corner, so will stop the place now. As Crazy comes in over the top here, looking not too bad for the last second right now. They want to go for it, but Book is on the way by Hassium, and that could just be it here, Gex.
Yeah, 13 seconds left. They have possession now, but Jushu is the man that could make this happen if it's going to, but with 6 seconds, all Yabang has to do is slow this down enough. Now it's back to Raftoing. They're not going to choose that. They're going to go for another one. Reads it off the backboard. Great last goal for Raftoing, and he will take that out and leave the game the instant he scores that one.
Now that is, I don't know what you call that, but that is some sort of Chad Alpha move, I would have to say.